You know, people always ask me, you know, what do you do for work? And for me, you know, I'm fortunate. I get to come into this workshop with all of my crew, and we get to, you know, build special and unique cars for people. And yeah, there's nothing else I'd rather be doing than building these cars. Porsches have really been my life's work. I've been building and restoring them for almost 35 years now. My story goes back to the 40s or 50s, kind of the birthplace and the origins of Porsche. My grandfather was an old custom car builder right here in North Hollywood, California. He was one of the early customizers of American hot rods, so chop, channel, and section early American cars, and was really one of the pioneers of a lot of those techniques. And then in the 60s, my grandfather was asked to take over the body shop at a new Porsche dealership in Newport Beach, California. So that's how, I guess, my family legacy made a shift from American hot rods and custom cars to the Porsche world. You know, learning how to build cars, learning how to work on cars, and then learning how to race, it was just something that I knew was kind of my destiny. It was something that I wanted to spend the rest of my life doing. I was hot rodding out my little 53 coupe in the back of my dad's part shop, and his buddies came in and they were like, oh, it's blasphemy. You can't be cutting these old Porsches up. You know, these cars are sacred, you know, and here I am lowering it and polishing the drums and putting fog lights on it. And for me, it was just a way to kind of personalize or individualize the car and just make it something that was more for me. I was a racer and loved, you know, the shape and look and feel of a 356, but just wanted to make it my own. So what I love about Porsche is that they're a company that started building these cars out of true passion. And you know, when they were building the aluminum Gmünd cars, they built 50 of these aluminum body cars in Gmünd, Austria. And then they took the leftover 11 chassis that they had and they started modifying and converting them into race cars. I really feel that the origin and the drive behind Porsche in the beginning was just to build the most reliable, smallest, sleekest, highest performance car they possibly could. And they proved it when they went to Le Mans in 1951 with this car. Porsche's first entry at Le Mans, first Porsche race car, and they finished first in class in the 1100cc class and 20th overall. And I think to date, Porsche is still the winningest manufacturer at Le Mans. And to think that it all started from this little car right here is just so special. And for me, to have had the opportunity to finish the restoration on this car in 2016 and to really understand the origins of the Porsche motorsport side just helps to drive me even more. When somebody becomes an owner of a Porsche, it's kind of like they become part of this family or part of the club. You know, the Porsche community is unlike any other car community that I've ever seen. They love the car for what it is. You know, it's not about status, it's about the experience and the people we get to meet and all those amazing elements to these cars. Just, to me, every other car manufacturer, every other car is just transportation, where these are truly something special and unique. The car that's probably the most significant and important to me is this car sitting right next to me. My wife and I had been married just a couple of years. We got married in 1996, and our goal was, you know, let's build a car that we can take on road trips and enjoy, and something for us. We found a rusty old 64 Cabriolet. My wife and I disassembled it, and we stripped it down to bare metal and went to work on it. We leaned the nose back, lowered the cowl, and leaned the windshield back, and rolled the rockers and doors under. Tried to make the car look kind of streamlined looking. Using techniques and some of the skills that my grandfather had instilled in me and my dad. A couple months in, Amy realized that she was pregnant with our first child, and so we were like, well, you know, now we're gonna have a baby about the time that we take off on this trip. And so we adjusted the build a little bit and put a trailer hitch on the back, and then also restored a little aluminum German-made camp trailer. And fast forward to June of 1998, we had Zane, our first child. We loaded up the trailer in the back, put Zane in the back seat, even upholstered a little baby seat to match the main seats, and we set off on a 4,500-mile journey. Our first stop was Monterey. for Porsche's 50th anniversary, and then from there we went and visited all of our family on the West Coast, driving all around. And it was just such an amazing experience because we really put our heart and soul into it. And it was a project that we built together with a purpose to have something that was special and unique for us. It's really what kind of drives the passion in me to build these cars for everybody else, because I try to think about, you know, the adventures and the memories that it's going to create for whoever it is that I'm building it for. I'm Rod Emory. I'm a car builder, business owner, and a father, and I am Porsche.